Welcome back, peeps, to Mind Over Matter, and I am here with a Walmart haul, a student back-to-school supply haul. I was able to venture into Walmart today to pick up some spray paint for a project that I am embarking on, or I have embarked on, and I happened across the school supply section. Now, just a quick tip for all of you moms and teachers alike. Usually right after the week or weekend of the 4th of July, stores, whether it's Dollar Tree, Target, Walmart, you name it, they start to put out their school supplies that week after the holiday. So just a quick tip for next year or for this year, go out there and get your supplies early because the stores tend to get raided quickly, especially this week. And if you're able to venture out to Office Depot or Staples, they usually put out really good deals. I know that Office Depot puts out their penny sales, and those usually happen the week before the holiday. So keep a lookout for those, and they may still be going on if they had some good deals. So check it out. All right, so I'm going to show you what I was able to pick up for my class. And just an FYI, if you have not joined my Mind Over Matter page on Facebook, I will link it in the description box below. And I actually go through a list of what these items are for and how I prepare for Meet the Teacher, or what the items are used for at least. So without further ado, let's get going. We've got 18 red notebooks, one subject, 70 sheets. They're wide ruled. They are 17 cents at Walmart right now. I picked up 18, and I use this as a red writing journal. Anything that we do that has to do with writing in the classroom, whether it be an interactive notebook file, whether it be a activity that the students have to work together on, or even an independent work piece where they are writing a rough draft and then using graphic organizers, all of it goes into this notebook. And then there is another notebook that they use for daily writing prompt, and I will show you that in just a minute. So these were 17 cents. I paid a little over $3 for all of them, and usually I don't have to get another red notebook in the year because one is plenty for the school year. My internship teacher actually gave me this idea years ago. She put together red folders because the supply list then would call for different color folders and lots of loose leaf filler paper. And so she would create her own version. And this is just a lot easier for me, picking up a 17-cent notebook, put a label on the front, just goes right in the middle, and then I put their name at the bottom, and I do everything on the computer, and that's basically what I give my kids. So that's the red writing journal. And then I bought these markers. Now I do a lot of cooperative learning, and each group of 4 students, some are a group of 4, some are a group of 3, depending on how I set up the room, and each group has their own caddy. And in the caddy you have markers, you have colored pencils, and you've got crayons. All 3 items right now at Walmart are running 50 cents. Now the Crayola crayons were 50 cents, but the markers and colored pencils are running 97 cents, which is a much better deal at Walmart than it is at Dollar Tree. So I would definitely recommend going into Walmart, and if you have coupons or if you're waiting on the Sunday paper, I would kind of keep a lookout because you might be able to score some really nice brand name Crayola stuff with your coupons. But I just happened upon this, and the Crazy Art works for me. It's just the basic essentials that I need for the classroom. I don't need something fancy. It's just to get the kids started, and then once their school supplies come in, then I start to replace or replenish what they need, whether it's in a center or in their cooperative groups. Okay, so then I was able to get these. I got 20 folders. They are pronged folders, double pocket. So let's move this so I can show you. So double pocket. If I can get it open, good grief. So you got the double pocket and the prongs. These are running 17 cents, and they are paper. The plastic ones are running anywhere between 50 and 97 cents. You have to kind of pick and choose. Some of them have a graphic design on it, or it has some type of cool character, or they're just plain colors. The plastics folders usually last a lot longer, but for what I'm using this for, I really didn't need to go that expensive. So when it's back to school time and it's Meet the Teacher, I put together what's called a parent information folder. And in this folder, I put in their welcome back letter, an extra supply list, just in case they didn't have one or get one at the store or at the end of the school year from the year before. I also put in there my procedures. I put in a wish list. I also put in a going green it's a going green slip of paper where the parents fill out the information, their email address, and I send them the newsletter via email versus printing it, and that way we can save on paper. All of that I will do a video on, and then link it to this video as well shortly. It's probably within the next 2 weeks. I will show you what I do and how I put everything together. I'm actually also currently working on putting together a Teachers Pay Teachers account. I do have one, but nothing is uploaded there just yet. But keep a lookout for that. And I will also link the put the link of my blog, my teacher blog that I have put together in the description box below. So keep an eye out for that. That's still under construction, but at least you'll have the link. Okay, so the next few items I was able to get at Dollar Tree. This particular item I picked up because I have an idea of an activity that I'm going to do during back to school time. I actually saw this idea on Pinterest, so I'm not the owner or creator. What it is, well, using this item is something that I kind of was inspired for, but on Pinterest it was an idea of giving each student a piece of a puzzle as they come in throughout the day, and they have to get themselves ready in the morning, get their agendas written, and as they start to prepare themselves and get through their morning routine, we come together and we put this puzzle piece together, and it will either have a inspirational message or it'll be a code word of something that we maybe have learned the previous day. But for back to school meet each other time, this is more of an inspirational, we're going to have a great year type of thing. So I figured there's 7 days, so I'm just going to use 5 of them, and 2 of them I'll probably house somewhere else. I'll probably use the superhero colors, and each of the containers will hold a puzzle piece enough for 18 students. And if you get like a 500 or 1,000 piece puzzle, you're able to at least fit 18 pieces in there. But what I'm thinking about is using it for that type of inspiration, and every day we'll add a piece to the puzzle. It's kind of still under construction, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So more on that another time. I was able to get some more batteries for my Blurt lights, and if you did not get that, get a chance to see that video, I will link it in the description box below. Oh my gosh, they turned out wonderful. So those are what the batteries are for. Then I was able to pick up this agenda. Now, if you have been watching my videos for a while, I actually hauled this last year. I bought a blue one, and it was, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. I was able to use this to keep me organized throughout the school year as far as parent-teacher conferences. So it is a 2015-2016 agenda. And I'm sure students probably use this, high school students, middle school students, but I love the way it's set up because it gives you, the both of the years at a glance, and then it gives you the entire spread for the month, which is great because if you need to jot down things for upcoming meetings or things that you're doing with your team, it's great. Notes over here if you need to jot it down, but the best part is that it breaks down the days individually. So if you have to jot down notes, for example, last year what I did is I used these pages to write down which student I was meeting with, or at least the parents that I was meeting with at what time, if it was rescheduled, what date was it rescheduled for, and I also put the phone number there. So it was just easy access, even though I have a different kind of binder where I keep all the student information. At least here it was documented, so if I ever needed to go back and reference, okay, when did I meet with this parent, report card stuff, I have it in my agenda, and I saved the agenda. Last year I saved it, and I'm going to save it this year, and I will box it with some of my documents, and I'll keep it for at least 2 years and then decide what I'll do with it. But at least I have that documentation that I did meet with parents and things like that. The last 2 items I'm going to go through, I picked up 9 composition books, and here is a really great tip. And I got this from 2 teacher friends that do this. Shout out to Miss Travers and Miss Brissette. for this idea. And I've also seen this on Pinterest and online. Teachers buy the composition books, or if the parents donate them or they bring them in the school supplies, you can take this and have it split down the middle at Home Depot. Home Depot cuts tile. They have that big machine that cuts the tile. They will do this for free. It is a free service to show your teacher badge, and they cut it right down the middle for you. And I use 1/2 for each student. So throughout the school year, I will add, I will probably get more composition books if we need it. But they're going to be cut in half because really for the daily writing prompt, they don't need an entire page. And if they do, they can always flip it to the back of the page. So splitting it down the middle kind of makes it a little unique. It's their mini daily thoughts journal, and I will put a prompt up on the board and have the students write or answer a question. And then each day they'll hand in their journal, and I'll go through it and either answer back or leave a little comment or put a sticker in there. And it's just a really good way to keep in communication with my kids. I find that every year I want to find a different strategy to bond with my students. And in speaking to a really good friend of mine, he was explaining to me that, you know, his daughter's teacher does something similar, and that just kind of sparked a thought. And then I remembered that movie Freedom Writers, and if you've never seen that movie with Hilary Swank, you've got to watch it. It was such a great movie. And journals like this were also in that video, and I love it because it's a true story, and she bonded so well with those high school students. And, you know, I said, you know what? It doesn't matter what age they are, what grade level. They're little people, and they have thoughts and they have feelings. And sometimes they need that person to express themselves, even if it's something silly. So this is going to be a journal that, you know, will help them with their handwriting, but it's exclusively not for a grade. It is something for them to get their morning started, get their brain jogging, and then it's a way for us to keep in communication. So I loved that idea. And the last items, I think I probably already mentioned this, but I have embarked on a project where I'm creating cooperative learning shelves for each group, and I have posted that on my Mind Over Matter page, and I have also tried to put together some pictures so that I could do a very quick video montage for you as to how I put that together. Very easy and simple, and I'm just excited that the superhero colors, my kids are going to love it. So that's pretty much it. Go out and get you all your supplies, teacher friends, moms, dads, and oh, and by the way, the composition notebooks are running 50 cents at Walmart. 17 cents for the folder. The agenda is $1 at the Dollar Tree. Your crayons and markers and colored pencils are 50 cents each. And then you've got your notebooks that are 17 cents a piece. Now, I would grab what you need now so that you don't run into a store that's being raided by parents all over the place. They tend to, and I want to say last year Walmart did this, about 2 weeks after school supplies went out, their prices either rolled back a little more or they got a little pricier. So I wouldn't take any chances. Grab those coupons if you have them and get yourself some really good Crayola deals. And if not, just grab those generic kinds and then swap them out for the good stuff when the parents bring them in. So that's pretty much it, guys. In the comment section, leave me a comment letting me know when you were a kid getting ready for back to school time. What was your most favorite school supply? Was it the folders that had scratch and sniff? I think I may have asked this question in a previous video, but I'm always curious as to what your favorite school supply is. And I think mine would have been the scratch and sniff stickers and the folders. But I loved getting a brand new box of like all those crayons. I want to say there's 64 crayons with the sharpener in the back of the box. And oh my gosh, that was my favorite thing to get. So leave me a comment and let me know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check out my Mind Over Matter page. Follow me on Pinterest. Also follow me on Instagram. I'll link all that in the description box below. And until next time, thanks for watching.